Hi Sages, and welcome to your July 2021 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky to talk to you about the energies coming in for your sign in July. I hope you're all feeling really great. This is very much a freeing and liberating month for you. I think that you are really overcoming some previous hurdles, and I think that you are also in just enough of a sideline or just enough outside of a situation to really get some accurate perspective. I think to talk about the general intuitive messages, that there is a lot of intuitive understanding and clarity for you this month. It feels like it's been really blocked out. In fact, it also feels that right as you're coming into July, that there might not seem to be that much clarity, or there might not seem to be that much understanding or comprehension of where you need to focus, because it seems like you have so many opportunities now. Actually, it seems like you will, by the beginning of July, and certainly the second week of July, see that you have maybe like 10 different opportunities or 10 different options of how to move forward. And I see that July is not as action oriented, though I think August and September will be. You are really zooming out, as we've been talking about a lot, and you are sitting more with what could be, or, a lot of hypothetical, logical energy for you, which I'm hoping doesn't have to keep going on forever. I think that Sagittarius has been very, in a way, trapped in the mind and trapped outside of action, which is a backhanded fortune. It does seem to be actually helpful to you in the long run to not maybe have acted too quickly or too suddenly right now. I will say there's no need to make sudden action. There's no need to move too quickly with things or to rush. Okay, really watch out for rushing. You've got that Knight of Swords reversed, which says you can have a bit of a clumsiness about you, and also the Emperor reversed as well. That combination with Seven of Swords reversed too. Really beware of rushing this month or taking things too quickly. It does feel like you need predetermination in a lot of your actions. I will say, like most of the other signs, you're building up to a much more action-oriented latter half of 2021. So it's kind of a vacationer's energy in July for Sag, and try to take as much advantage of that as you can. I really don't think you have to overwork here. I really don't think that you have to go crazy. It's more like things being on the back burner or having a slow incremental advancement than it is about making it all happen yesterday. Okay, try to really distinguish within your actions, within your intentions, like what is a desperate rush and what is an incremental securing action. Because I think that you're going to be really called to action starting around September, like September to December of this year for Sag is Libra, Scorpio, and Sag. If you've got any of those other two signs in your chart, try to check out those readings, because I feel really strongly that these three signs are some of the most heavily needed or even sapped signs at the end of 2021 and moving until December. Okay. It's not the case yet. It's not the case in July. It's really not the case in August either. But when we hit September, I feel that many Sagittarius are going to have to really hit the ground running, or are going to have to maybe have more on their plate than they've ever had. And it means that you need to be healthy. And it feels very heart-centered. It feels that everything that you're partaking in feels, by the time we get to September, it feels that everything you're partaking in really resonates and really is purposeful. And it feels optimized as well. That's why I want Sages to not go crazy right now and to not overbook and overwhelm themselves right now, because you need a slow build up, okay, to that pace. And this is kind of crazy, like how consequential things can actually be at this time, where if you over push or overdo or pay it forward now, you can actually kind of threaten the benevolence that the end of this year is trying to give you by maybe not having the energy then because you used it now. So this has to do with priorities. This has to do for Sag with really understanding what it is they want a long time from now, or what maybe their highest aspiration in this current context is. And does the current output support it? Does the current output harmonize and match with that. You see, it's not really that action oriented right now. It's more so about understanding how things are matching in your life, how things are generating momentum, and how you can optimize that momentum so that your current generated momentum really does incrementally get you to where you want to be. It's very logical, it's very formulaic, and it's very sensical. It's not rocket science, okay? It's very simple math here. Other intuitive messages before we get into the week to week for Sag. Celebration is important. Celebration of what you do already have, celebration of the ideas that you're having, and celebration of your ancestry. I think the 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and 4 of Wands says that you are very happy with something this month. I love to see that, very optimistic. I think that you will be having some kind of celebration. For some of you, it could be like a going away party or also a party of arrival, okay? For those of you moving or for those of you going some other place, I feel that it is celebrated or it is ritualized more than you're expecting. And I also think that people are very affectionate toward you, okay? So this to me looks like a good reputation. This looks like being talked kindly about. Like people may not be talking poorly behind your back at all at this point in time. You might really be starting to show your secure and loyal sort of cheerleader vibe that Sag is, that high vibrational Sagittarius energy is renowned for. Not just sort of the flighty cheerleader, but really the sort of mascot cheerleader, philosophical, academic, loyal person. So that to me seems to be the best way for a Sagittarius to project right now, and also the best way for a Sagittarius to develop. Not just projecting it, okay? This isn't about like a false projection or a mask, like the cheerleader mask or the, the philosopher's mask. This is about actually developing these components deep within so that there is no facade or there is no charade about anything. It's a very difficult time for facades and charades. Very difficult. If any of you are, in that place, as it is something that happens for Sag, because Sag and all the fire signs to a degree have a connection to performances and projections, and it's not always exactly who you are. So the fire signs have a challenge this year about projection and about identity. That should start to heal up in July. July's a great starting point for really authentic identity development, I'm going to call it, which to me looks very, very well timed for you. But on that note, Sag, let's talk about your week to week in July. So week number 1, you have the Emperor reversed, rooted down by Knight of Cups. So you are thinking about the source of your decision making. Like, what are you actually enacting in your life? That point in which your emotions and your feelings generate actual actions is a big focus in the first week. And I would say that there might be something a little bit off. Like, you might be having a lot of feelings, like even negative feelings about maybe where you're living or where you're enacting a lot of your life, but yet there might not be any changes made. You've got to kind of leave stagnation behind, I think, in the first week. And you've got to embrace a more action-oriented plan. So there is kind of a hermitage phase that you're probably stepping out of. And I think it's good to offset it with some kind of physical change. So changes in appearance, new styles, new just small things as well that can signal to you that you maybe have come out of a certain phase. I feel that that's really important for you. And the first week of July might be a great time, even the fourth week too, to ritualize a type of new chapter or a new sort of branding of you, a new projection. Week number 2, 10 of Pentacles, rooted down by Queen of Wands. I love that. That's really beautiful. I think that you are so well poised to level up. Because Queen of Wands is such a great Sagittarius card. It's kind of like your card. It's about popularity. It's about exciting aesthetics. It's about confidence and willpower and valor as well. So you have a type of presence in what you're participating in. And it seems ancestral as well. Like, what can you take from your ancestry, okay, to complement this new sort of projection that you have? I bet that it's more relevant than you think, even from the point of view of ancestry. And how can you let your foundations with Ten of Pentacles support the new motivations that you have? So not feeling like you have to disconnect from your roots, from your foundation, in order to be who you want to be. There's more honesty there. There's more embrace of a higher octave of what you've wanted for your life. So that's just really nice. And I think that it really comes through. And it doesn't take that much hard-hitting effort at that time. Now, I can see that if you aren't feeling the change, or if you're not feeling the new chapter when September comes around, that this could become a little bit more of a wild experience to really, get you through that finish line. But here in the second week of July, while things are so easy, it seems, you can really do some great magic or some great transformative work that is easy. It's not a risk. It's not a gamble. It's not a worry to do this. It's something that really makes sense. So week 3, you've got the Two of Wands rooted down by Seven of Swords reversed. I think that you have to really get honest about your worldview and about your perspective. I think also that any entrepreneurial ideas, any business ideas, anything that deals with, locations and partnerships and different people in different places coming together to create a result has to be very carefully treaded, actually, with Seven of Swords reversed. I mean, you could see that people that you're involved with might not be who they say they are. You could see that, there might just not be that much honesty around you. So that's, again, I think why it's better to keep things simple in July, because you can just kind of bypass any dishonesty as well. It could also, aside from other people, this could be realizing that you've taken on too much, or realizing that certain plans you have in the future are not doable, that it maybe compromises the entirety of your reality to carry so many sharp, poignant things. Seven of Swords reversed is like, I'm not carrying it anymore. I'm not holding on to some of this dark trauma too. It could be like that too. It could be very psychological. Like maybe you're just overcoming a self-fulfilling prophecy that's not good. Maybe you're overcoming a type of personal philosophy that has been too sharp. And maybe it's becoming more worldly and more vast and more human as well. So that's another 3 possibilities there, actually. Interesting time, though, to have a catalyst experience. 4th week, you've got the Knight of Swords reversed, rooted down by 4 of Wands. So, don't rush. Don't take things too quickly. Try to revel in this accomplishment that you have. There's an accomplishment for Sagittarius in July in general, and it seems like you're just trying to get to the next best thing. You're just like, oh well, I've made this very successful business, or I've gotten this great degree, or I finally found a relationship that is honest, and you're like, well, but now I need to make it further. Now I need the next business, or the next degree, or the next level of the relationship. And it's like, you need to really take time and revel in what you have done, especially in it's Cancer season. It's about the past. It's about what the current momentum has done for us. And with that moving to Leo season by the end of the month, you can kind of be crowned, actually. You can be awarded something. You can get a reward, okay? You could get some type of honor, some type of, it's kind of ceremonial, okay? But through rushing, you could also skip it. You could skip the ceremonial honorable thing, which is in a way to negate Sagittarius energy. The 9th house is a lot about ceremonies, okay? The degree, the seal, the honors sash, these things that have a sort of symbolic meaning of a lot of work or a lot of things done Okay. So what symbols do you need to maybe embrace? Do you need to maybe really get it tangible in front of you? Like, okay, I've, gotten married. Where's the ring? Like it's like many things that are heavy, like a marriage, come with some type of physical thing that's like a part of you that reminds you, like the wedding ring. So maybe if you've been really engaging in a lot of non-tangible things, I don't know, like having an online business or, doing like a lot of work for other people that is just kind of different and it's not really actually culminating in any type of like physical symbol, maybe you need to get yourself something. Maybe you need to really symbolize it with something physical. Maybe you just need to do a celebration, like have a dinner or something, like cater it. I don't know. There needs to be some type of physical manifestation of your accomplishments. Okay. So let's talk more about that in the extended reading, Sag. Really beautiful to see. I mean, I love that we're talking about this for you because it's all quite lofty, and I will talk about that and also anything else that comes up in the extended. You can click the center of your screen to jump over to Patreon for that extended. I do them and also weekly bonus forecasts over there every Saturday. It'll also be linked below. And without further ado, let's do that. Have a great month. Much love, Sages. Bye.